Hey guys, my name is Melissa Smith, and today I'll present the results of my Clifton Strengths 34 assessment. This presentation will focus on my strongest and lowest ranked themes, the domains represented by those themes, and how this information can help me grow as a leader. I'm a registered nurse with 20 years of experience in patient care, nursing education, mentoring, and leadership. These experiences have shown me that leadership includes more than holding a formal management position. It also involves accountability, communication, teamwork, and supporting the development of others. I was interested in completing the Clifton Strengths Assessment because I wanted to better understand the qualities that influence how I work with others. During this presentation, I'll discuss my top 5 themes, top 2 domains, leadership impact, bottom 5 themes, bottom 2 domains, and strategies for improvement. My top 5 Clifton Strengths themes are developer, relator, responsibility, learner, and harmony. Developer is my high strength theme. It means that I recognize potential in others and enjoy helping people improve. This strength supports my experience as a nurse, mentor, and educator. Relator reflects my preference for genuine and trusting relationships. I enjoy working closely with others to accomplish shared goals. Responsibility means that I take ownership of my commitments. Dependability, honesty, and loyalty are important to how I approach my professional responsibilities. Learner reflects my desire to gain knowledge and continuously improve. This is valuable in healthcare because evidence, treatments, and professional standards continue to change. Harmony means that I look for common ground and practical solutions. I prefer to reduce unnecessary conflict and help people work together effectively. My top themes are primarily represented by the relationship building and strategic thinking domains. Relationship building is my strongest domain because developer, relator, and harmony are included within it. These themes help me encourage others, establish trust, and support teamwork. Strategic thinking is represented by my learner theme. Learner helps me gather information, ask questions, and use new knowledge to make informed decisions. Together, these domains show that I tend to lead by first establishing relationships and then using continued learning to support sound decisions. My top strengths allow me to make an impact as a leader in several ways. Developer helps me mentor others and recognize their progress. Relator helps me build trust and encourage open communication. Responsibility supports consistency, follow through, and accountability. Learner helps me remain current and model professional growth. Harmony helps me manage disagreements and guide teams toward shared goals. These themes support a leadership style that is dependable, encouraging, collaborative, and focused on the growth of others. They also align with leadership practices that emphasize trust, authenticity, and teamwork. My bottom 5 themes are maximizer, deliberative, context, competition, and ideation. Maximizer focuses on improving something that is already good and making it excellent. Because this theme is lower for me, I may sometimes focus on completing a task effectively rather than continuing to refine it. Deliberative involves carefully evaluating risk before making decisions. A lower ranking may mean that I need to pause and review possible risk more intentionally. Context involves studying the past to understand the present. Because this theme is lower, I may focus more on current needs than on previous events or outcomes. Competition involves comparing performance with others and being motivated by winning. I'm generally more motivated by teamwork and personal progress than competition. Ideation involves generating original ideas and recognizing unusual connections. Because this is my lowest theme, I may prefer practical and established approaches over highly creative solutions. Lower ranked themes are not necessarily weaknesses. They are areas that may require more intentional effort or support from people with complementary strengths. The 2 domains most representative among my bottom themes are influencing and strategic thinking. Influencing includes maximizer and competition. Because these themes are lower, I may need to be more intentional about promoting ideas, challenging others to pursue excellence, and using measurable performance goals. Strategic thinking includes context and ideation. Although learner is one of my strongest themes, I may be less likely to rely on historical information or generate many new ideas without making a deliberative effort. These results show that a person can have both strong and lower ranked themes within the same domain. Effective leadership involves knowing when to use personal strengths and when to seek input from others. I can use specific strategies to improve my bottom themes. For Maximizer, I can ask what would make important work better before considering it complete. For Deliberative, I could use checklists and brief risk assessments before making major decisions. For Context, I could review previous outcomes, policies, and lessons learned before developing a new plan. For Competition, I can use measurable goals and compare performance with professional standards rather than competing directly with coworkers. For Ideation, I can schedule brainstorming time and seek input from team members who are naturally creative. My goal is not to make every lower rated theme one of my strongest. Instead, I can develop habits that prevent these areas from limiting my leadership effectiveness. And to wrap things up, my top 5 things are developer, relator, responsibility, learner, and harmony. These themes allow me to encourage others, build trust, remain accountable, continue learning, and support teamwork. My bottom 5 themes are maximizer, deliberative, context, competition, and ideation. These results identify areas in which I need to be more intentional about improvement, risk assessment, historical review, measurable performances, and creativity. I recommend continuing to use my strongest themes while seeking feedback, setting measurable developmental goals, and collaborating with people who have complementary strengths. The Clifton Strengths Assessment increased my self-awareness and helped me recognize how I can continue developing as a leader. Thank you for listening.